Okay, well, let me talk about something. This is, of course, I mentioned over there in the monologue. Hard to hear through all the laughs. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. As everyone knows, there's no more talked about film this year than Fahrenheit 9/11. It's a controversial, thought-provoking documentary, and in the last 2 weeks, it has made over $62 million. This makes it the highest-grossing documentary of all time. People are, talking about this film constantly. Folks, I don't want to take anything away from Michael Moore, but I made a documentary of my own recently. I did. It's also about the Bush family, and frankly, I think mine's a lot better and more compelling than Fahrenheit 9/11, and if it's okay, I'd like to show it to you. All right. We ready to show this? We ready? Okay. Take a look at my Bush documentary. Let's see. Ah, the Bush family. Not since the Rockefellers has an American family wielded such power. Collectively, they brought us the first Iraq War, the Florida recount, and the current campaign known as Operation Iraqi Freedom. But when it really comes to threatening the values of a healthy democracy, one Bush stands head and shoulders above the rest.
Hi, I'm Billy Bush, and I'm hitching a ride to the Academy Awards.
Yes, Billy Bush. You probably know Billy from his regular gig as a correspondent on Access Hollywood.
9021, no. Going to American Idol, but big plans for the prom. Johnny Stevens. Woo! Mr. Sapp.
Huh?
Mr. Sapp.
Seems harmless enough. But here he is at last year's Oscar pre-show.
Next to me is Naomi Watts, nominated for Best Actress for 21 Grams. Watts up. Look at these people.
Wow, indeed. So tell me about Oscar night.
All right. That was a big night for my sister.
Sure.
And he annoyed her. He said, "What's up?" He annoyed her on a big night. Oscar night. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It's all right. Don't you worry. It's terrible.
So unfair.
Well, that's just one woman's opinion. I'm sure other people like him. Well, maybe not. So they must want to get rid of this guy, right? Pat O'Brien out, Billy Bush in. In the words of Billy Bush himself, I was going to find out what's up. Meet Billy's first cousin, President George Walker Bush, a former oil man and a son of ex-President George H.W. Bush, who in turn runs the Carlyle Group, which has made billions of dollars in business with the Saudi royal family. And the Saudi royal family just happens to own 82% of, you guessed it, Access Hollywood.
82%. Try 95. Saudis own Access Hollywood, Entertainment Tonight, and In Touch Magazine. Watching Access Hollywood is like driving 10 SUVs.
I went to Access Hollywood to hear their side of the story.
Yes, hello. I'd like to speak to the executive producer, please. Thank you.
Can I help you?
Oh, yeah, hi, Conan O'Brien. Just want to ask you a question. A lot of people are curious. Why are you putting Billy Bush on the air?
Turn off the camera.
Oh, come on. Just, no, wait a minute. I just want, we want to know about Billy Bush. Why can't we see him? People want to know about Billy Bush.
Was Al Sharpton right? Is celebrity journalism controlled by an underground network of Saudi royals? Just ask Selwa Al-Hazan, or as you know her, Lisa Gibbons. Or former Saudi Minister of Oil Abdullah Ramzi bin Kametko. So how does the world's least likable person climb the Access Hollywood ladder right under our noses? Why, with a little help from Cousin George.
It's a known fact that people would have written letters demanding Billy Bush's resignation if it hadn't been for the war in Iraq.
So you're saying that...
I'm saying we went to war with Iraq to take people's minds off of Billy Bush.
My biggest regret, Conan, as a documentary filmmaker, is that I went after the wrong Bush.
Americans voluntarily tune into entertainment news shows, and they only ask one thing in return, that they not be annoyed or sickened unless it's absolutely necessary. Will they ever trust us again?
What's up?
Something to think about. Don't be fooled. We'll take a break when we come back. Will Ferrell's here. Stick around.